My name is Caitlin Levick. I am 22.
How old were you when you lost your mum?
I had just turned 13. It was a week after my 13th birthday. Living with my mum was hard. Because I was young, I didn't really know why things were different or how things were different. We just knew that there would be times when we weren't able to be taken care of. Towards the end, mostly, it was always kind of like walking on eggshells being at my mum's house. And I remember towards the end, I had kind of mentally decided that I didn't want to visit her anymore. She dropped me off to dancing and I got out of the car and she goes, "Okay, bye, I love you." And I was trying to be bratty and I didn't say anything back. I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then I closed the door and I was walking up to the hall and she pulled the window down and she goes, "Hey." I go, "What?" She goes, "I said I love you." And I said, "Yeah, sure, I love you too, like, whatever." And then walked into the hall. And that was the last time I ever saw my mum. Even though the way that I said it wasn't as true and genuine as it should have been, I'm still happy that those were the last words that I got to say to her. I knew my mum was struggling, but I didn't know how much she was. And so that obviously is a side to how she died, which was suicide. She hung herself in our backyard. When you're so young, it's so hard to really know what's going on, and it's hard to understand an adult's mentality and their struggles because you're a kid and they're never going to show you that like fully. So I have a very special ring that I get to hold on to, and it was an engagement ring that my dad had made specifically for my mum when they were young. I love my dad with all my heart, just as I do my mum, but my dad is the most genuine, amazing human being. And so for him to have fallen so deeply in love with my mum and know that they did have a true romance and a true connection, it's like a little piece of that I get to actually hold on to, because when I was pretty much right after I was born, they separated. So I never got to see that love, that true love. One of the hardest things about losing her at the age that I did was that not my opinion, but I guess my perception of my mum changed a lot after I found out all of the things that she had done and the way that she wouldn't take care of us and just her like poor decisions and things like that. And it makes you think, how could I love someone so deeply when they couldn't do the bare necessity and take care of me? I love my dad. My dad has always been and will continue to be my favourite person in the whole entire world. Me, my older sister and my younger brother, we all have such a close relationship with him because he was there for us when our mum wasn't. I can't tell you how much respect I have for my dad. I can't put it into words. He is just my everything. He's my rock. Whenever there's something that pops up, he's the first person that I want to call. And I always feel like a million times better after talking to him. And that's making me emotional. I love him. I love that man. He's the best.